Hey everybody, what's up? Monkeyfarm here, and we are back in the Creeper Temple today. Time for our second installment of my Let's Upgrade series. If you happen to see my world tour video, you know that this room is a slime chunk, or at least part of it is. So what we'll be doing is figuring out a way to capture the slimes and get them over to a place where we can kill them and get the slime balls, because as you know, we need slime balls to make sticky pistons. And I think I hear a slime right now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep this fountain. They tend to end up in the water a lot. But obviously, since this whole room will not be dedicated to harvesting slimes, it's not going to be a very efficient room. Or at least for slimes. So what I'm going to do initially, since slimes kind of gravitate towards the edges of rooms, or they go and kind of hide in the corners, I'm going to start by digging a trench all the way around the outside edge. And luckily I have a 3-block space on each side of these pillars. I may have to do something on the back of the room here, but we will start there, and then, I don't know, we'll kind of figure it out as we go. So I will be back once I have a trench here. Okay, we're back, and I have the trench dug out along the entire border of the Creeper Temple room area. And I've hacked myself in some signs and water. So basically what we're going to do is use water canals just like any other mob spawner to push the mobs around. So the trick here, you have to make sure you don't have any dead zones, because your mobs will they will find it and they will stand here and laugh at you. So that's the trick, and you can tell, you know, as long as your water is moving in the right direction that you want it to move, that's a good sign. So if I stand here, the water is going to push me no matter where I am on the water right there. So I'm going to kind of assume that everybody has built some kind of mob spawner by this point. Really what you need to do is basically kind of dig a small trench to continue the water. So the way you do that is you put stairs. Well, you can dig 3. It's usually fine. 3 blocks over and put stairs up. And what then you're going to do is we need to put a sign here to block the water from moving back, because basically what we're going to do is add more water here, and the water will push you up the stairs, and then you just continue on to the next water source. So I'm going to go ahead and do that all the way around to the far corner. I know that's totally efficient. What I should be doing is having several towers in this room where the mobs will climb up and kind of meet all in the same area. But as I said, since this is not a dedicated slime farming room, this is kind of a residual slime farming room that you know, if I catch some of them and get some free slime balls out of it, that will be cool with me. So basically I'm kind of being inefficient here, but like I said, you know, this is the Creeper Temple. It's not a dedicated slime room. So anyway, I will push water all the way around to that far corner, and we will see you in a sec. Okay, not completely over to the corner yet, but I did want to make sure that if you guys are building a trench that needs to go around a corner, you need to have your water stream end right here, and it doesn't matter if it goes the whole 8. You know, you can cut this short. It's okay, but break the 3 blocks out just before this corner starts, and then put your stairs at the end and your signs, because basically you have to keep the water from backwashing into the stream, because what will happen is the mobs will get stuck here and they'll just sit. So instead of putting it in this corner this time, like we did in the starting corner, we're going to start here. Now watch all the water. It will push right around the corner with no dead spots. So make sure if you're building a water trench around a corner, that you do it this way to make sure there are no dead spots. Okay, we're back, and we have a water trench pushing from that far corner of the creeper temple all the way over on both directions and meeting up in this corner. And what we're going to do basically here is we're going to drown the big and medium size slimes and have the leftover, the small guys, the small slimes, the little baby slimes, we're going to have them climb a ladder, and they are going to climb their way out of here, and then we'll meet up both of these streams of slimes, and then push them over to the other building where I want to harvest them. So we are going to follow the master of mob manipulation, Roboticost, his little design here. Let's get a little ladder going up on each side. Now, the idea here is we need a trench 7 blocks back from the ladder, 2 deep in the middle. And we need to build a little, let's see, light this up or we'll get some bad zombies back there. We need to make a little 1x1 block here for the baby slimes to get through. Oh, I need to put a ladder there first. Okay. So once they break down into baby slimes, they will hop right through there and climb up the ladder. And we also need to dig the rest of these blocks back as well from here. Because basically what we're going to do, we're going to have our water stream push down here into this miniature trench, and then we'll add more water up here for any of the larger slimes so we can drown them here, and then once they break down they'll fit into this little hole here and then climb up the ladder. So the plan, I believe, is 3 signs and then 2 up diagonally like that, and we have to do just like the other ones, we have to do all 3, so we're going to have floating signs in the middle here. And let me get some light just to make sure you guys can see everything. Okay. And we need the 3rd row of signs here. This is basically just controlling the water flow. Okay, so let's get our water here. Fail! Okay, so we have water going down the little trench, and now we need to add water here to these upper signs where this water will flow down. Now we actually have to kind of manipulate the water a little bit more so it's tall enough to drown all the slimes. So, and then we can basically just break these blocks once the water's all up. Okay. So the water will stay here after we break these blocks. That's just how Minecraft works. If that changes in the future, these will probably stop working. But for now, basically, we have water pushing this way, and as these slimes break down, they will get pushed right into the ladder there. And I hope... yes, the ladder is blocking the water. So... just wanted to make sure my water stream was powerful enough to reach as far as it needed to. And we're going to do that on both sides, and then I'll get back to you in a sec. Okay, we're back once again, and a couple new changes actually. Once again, I kind of like to wing it a bit, and what I've done is, instead of having that big ugly glass structure in the middle here with the two ladders, I have moved that back and combined the two streams into one before they go up the ladder. So now it's a little bit better. There's only one ladder that they need to climb up, and there's no big ugly glass thing in the middle. And so they all come down here just as they did before. By the way, there's you see all those slime balls there. I forgot this. I had broken this to go up there, this glass, and they were all just kind of sitting in this corner and dying. So I put that glass piece back, and let's follow them on their little path back to the new pickup point, which is at the top of this building rather than my mob spawner trap. That trap was just too far away, and I had to come over and make the slime spawn basically. And there, you know, if I had to come over here anyway, I may as well go down there and just punch the slimes and get my slime balls. When I come down here, then go back. So at least here, if I'm in the area and slimes spawn on their own, they will end up at this point, hopefully. Okay, I was just waiting a little longer. It took them longer than I expected. So the slimes end up coming up here and dropping off and dying. So what I will do, I will probably, well, I could just put a trapdoor here so that they don't fall. And then when I want them to fall, they will fall. But I think ultimately the next little contraption I need to add to this is some kind of sensor that I can put a redstone torch or a music box or something that when these guys are ready to be harvested, I will be notified in some manner. And the other thing I'm going to do is you know, I didn't start out trying to make a very efficient slime spawning room, but I think what I'm going to do is dig some more trenches here, but make them look good. They'll probably go under the pillars, so they aren't very noticeable. Or I may just dig out some of the stone slabs here. Haven't figured out how I want to do that yet, and then have those paths end up going in there as well, because really I'm having slime spawn all over the place, and the smaller the pads, the better chance I have of them falling into the trap rather than just, you know, hopping around the room all day, because this is really too large of a room for a lot of the slimes to make it into the water channels and into the trap. So I will be working on that as well, and we'll be back when I have that built.